very warm welcome to you at home. I am Musam Khalipi, and this is Afroshowbiz News, the show that keeps you in the know about all things art and entertainment from around the African continent and the diaspora. As always, we love hearing from you, so send us an email on afroshowbiznews@sabc.co.za. Also follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @AfroShowbizNews. Time now for today's headlines. Legendary actor and comedian Joe Mafela scoops a Lifetime Achievement Award at this year's Savannah Comics Choice Awards. The Wits Arts Museum is currently bursting with beautiful, bold, beaded works to represent the South African cultural history. And #Doi Doi, an Evolution X program created by the University of Johannesburg, is currently taking place with the aim of showing the country's struggles. We know him for his witty humor in Scootie's Nicey, where he played the unemployed loafer Dumo. He has also played in other hilarious comedies such as Going Up, famous shows in the 80s and the 90s. Actor Joe Mafela is no stranger on our screens. He also had a memorable career in film, television and stage, and his achievements have not gone unnoticed. He recently won a Lifetime Achievement Award at this year's Savannah Comics Choice Award. He allowed me into his home and we spoke about the award as well as his journey in the entertainment industry. Let's have a look. A well-renowned comedian and actor, Dumo, as he is affectionately known, has over 50 years in television. Loved by both young and old, people have been gathering for many decades to watch this iconic television giant. Although Mafela has been a recipient of numerous Lifetime Achievement Awards, the recent Savannah Comics Choice Award was particularly special. Mafela shared his sentiments about how he felt when he realized that his work was yet once more honored.
I was quite emotional with that because I said, wow, you know, if you get something like that from your peers, it's beautiful, you know, it's fantastic. And I mean, I've been having Lifetime Achievement Awards quite a lot. I'm sure I've got more than 8 Lifetime Achievement Awards I've received in the years. So, but this one was quite special because it's from, you know, comedians.
Going Up, Khululeka were just two of the shows that he got involved in, but perhaps the most popular one was Scootie's Nice, where he played the role of lovable Dumo. The show chronicled the adventures of Dumo, an unemployed man who is taken in by a family as a lodger. The success of Scootie's Nice ran on SABC and led to roles in other series.
I've enjoyed Scootie's Nice. That was the characters I portrayed there were really down to earth and people identified with those characters. So that's the beauty of it. You know, you do something which you know that, this character is like this and people will identify with him. So that's what Dumo was all about.
We journeyed way back to where it all began, where he first got involved with the arts in a time when not many opportunities were available, especially for black communities. Born in Limpopo and growing up in Johannesburg, his family was not always sure of the career route that he wanted to take.
I was born in Limpopo, in Tsibasa, a place called Dutuni there, Chikweta. And then from there, my father was actually working in the railways. So my mother, we went and said, no, come up. I think it's better when you're staying with me now in town. That was great, you know, because I can still remember all those days whenever, and if my friends didn't go to the movies, I'll come and emulate what I've seen, you know, and say even the dialogue and what have you. And I think that's where the passion started growing. My father didn't like me going to the movies. He didn't like it. He was always saying, look, don't go to the movies, because my father was a pastor. You see, so he said, movies will teach you things which are wrong, you know. But I pursued that.
The current status of the acting industry in SA has evolved. Mafela says that many actors his age are no longer seen on television as there are not enough platforms for acting veterans.
Writers don't want to write about old people. They want to write about the youngsters, the new generation, you know. I mean, that's why sometimes you go to an audition, and Jabati, so can I watch you, Mafela? Can't have a cookie now. You know, and since, no, it's times, you know. Times will never be the same.
We have enjoyed him on the silver screen, but what some might not know is that he has many songs under his belt. In 1996, he released the album Shebeleza Fellas with the popular hit Shebeleza. It was a huge success, and Shebeleza was a theme song during the Africa Cup of Nations in 1996. Over the following 20 years, he has worked as a producer, director, as well as a film actor. He also managed Group Mzumba and the Group Sangoma. Musa Mkhalipi for Afroshowbiz News.
Ngeba siyathandana uyaluba sithandane silale madunge ndibanjwa nguwe uyaluba sithandane silale madunge nguwe lo uyaluba sithandane silale madunge denziwa nguwe uyaluba sithandane silale madunge bazali ba ndibizelene namfula tetani naye itani mileta bazali ba ndibizelene sithandwa sa itani guso itani mileta sithandwa sa zalaishi mote masimini zalaisha.
Welcome to the show. Absolutely beautiful, Nati. Now, he's new to the music industry, and his song Nomvula from his debut album titled Buyele Ekhaya is already making waves. It is enjoyed by many in the country. His musical journey has not been an easy one, but Nati is on his way up to make a name for himself. Now, it's a pleasure to welcome him to the studio to talk to us a bit about his music and his musical journey. Nati, such a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming. Now, I personally have listened to your album and it's absolutely beautiful. What is your inspiration, you know, with regards to your music?
Okay, so I'm not inspiration zizinto like endibana nazo, like inspiration naluthando. Ixesha elininzi ndibhala ngothando nezinto endigqithe kuzo apha ebomini, so ziyandikhuthaza kakhulu ekubhaleni kwam ingoma.
Now, you are one of Musica's best-selling albums, so congratulations on that. How has that made you feel since you're so new to the industry?
Ndiyabulela kakhulu siswam ngendlela abantu abandamkele ngayo nangendlela like endamkeleke ngayo emphakathini nje jikelele. London indinika ukuthi mandenze ngakumbi like ndinyusa ikawusi ndisebenze nzima.
All right, so masithethe nge-album yakho. Who have you worked with on your album?
Kule album ndisebenze neJezel Brothers ndasebenza nomfana kuthiwa ngubongani Mahlawule beyiproducer, so ndisebenze nabo bantu kwangoku. Ndasebenza noVusi Nova kwingoma ethi noma kanjani sisebenze sobabili.
All right, tell us about that collaboration. How did you two get together to work on that song?
Bekukhona icompetition ibibizwa ngoba iDedu Dream. So uye wava ingoma yami uVusi, emveni koko wanomdla ubana ngabasenze ingoma le ibize no isithi yami yayize noSipho esuka eMagclear. So wanomdla ke uVusi bana ngabe ingase singenza ingoma so senza unoma kanjani.
All right, now Nati, there are a lot of people, in the industry that want to grow and also live their dream the exact way that you're busy doing right now. What would your message of hope be to those people that want to, also find themselves singing?
Okay, inongayisho ebantwini ukusebenza nzima kubalekile nobana ngaba uyazi into oyifunayo ungatyhafiswa ngabantu abasecani kwakho because ixesha elininzi abantu baza kutyhafisa because abantu bayayibona ifuture yakho so baza kutyhafisa but wena kufanelanga utyhafiswe ngabantu so funeka usebenze nzima.
All right. Well, Nati, thank you so much for joining us and all the best on your musical journey. And we want to hear a bit more about your music to link us to ad break.
Okay.
All right.
Interjections about the deployment of soldiers in townships provoke a war of words between the DA and the Minister of Defence.
Who are the beneficiaries when the database remains incomplete?
You have a bulk of your military veterans who are residing in your deep rural areas who do not have access to such health facilities.
We would want the military veterans register, for instance, to be made a public document for the sake of public interest.
A View from the House, weekdays, 2:30 p.m. CAT on SABC News.
And welcome back to Afroshowbiz News. Now, the Wits Arts Museum is currently bursting with beautiful, bold, beaded works to represent the South African cultural history. It is showcasing more than just the traditional beaded items by also showing us innovative looks that can be created with this material. Let's have a look.
The Wits Art Museum is celebrating the art of beadwork with their current exhibition titled Beadwork, Art and the Body, which showcases the impressive range of beadwork that embodies South Africans' art history.
Beadwork is one of the most extraordinary creative arts in Southern Africa, and in the past it was largely made by women, so it's been doubly denigrated, as it were, because it was made by black people and by women. So we've been collecting beadwork at Wits for the last 40 years, and this exhibition is masterpieces from our collection.
Dubbed Dilotse Dinchi is a petty phrase meaning a lot of things. This exhibition represents and celebrates the rich and bold, colorful beads used to create these pieces.
I was looking at how much beadwork we have in the collection, and we just have this extraordinary amount of beadwork. And so it was this idea of there's so much of it, there's this abundance of beadwork. So then we said, well, we've got to find an African way of talking about abundance. So we chose the Sotho term, which has turned out to be so wonderful. It expresses it so nicely. So abundance is what this exhibition is also about.
The Wits Art Museum has included works by artists from Woza Moya and Umcebo Designs. These cooperatives have created a beadwork collective that contains contemporary pieces, portraits and architectural installments.
Okay, we have work from collectives. One is Woza Moya in KwaZulu-Natal, which is an AIDS center where they have some named artists who are producing extraordinary works. So there's one extraordinary piece which is an AIDS curtain, and some really, really beautiful contemporary jewelry that they make, and a whole series of self-portraits that are made by the women of Woza Moya as they're beaded self-portraits, and those are just extraordinary, beautiful objects.
This exhibition is focused on body adornment and looking to tell the South African history and cultural practices. South African modern artists such as Zanele Moholi and Laduma Ngxokolo are part of the artists in this exhibition that found a unique way to show the cohesive elements of the beads and the body.
One of the things I'm hoping people will take out from it is a sense of pride in the extraordinary creativity and this extraordinary tradition that is sitting here that we are so easily forgetting, you know. And also an understanding that beadwork is not a uniform. It's not something that you wear because you're Zulu. You know, there are so many variations within those traditions that it's not an ethnic marker in that sense, but it is a sense of pride in who you are. And if people can take that away and take away the understanding that these are not just craft objects and not things that, you know, you're just made to wear, they're actually works of art.
Well, if it's inspiration you're looking for, then this exhibition, which runs until the 11th of October, is definitely a place to be at. Selepa Maifadi for Afroshowbiz News, Johannesburg.
What a great performance, guys. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming. Now, Maskandi music has played in most households for a very long time. This genre of music often tells its tales ranging from matters of the heart to life experiences. It has also evolved throughout the years, with some Maskandi groups collaborating with other musicians who sing different genres like Kwaito music. Now, in our studio, we are joined by Umzansi music dancers who are still up and coming. On their way up, and they're here to talk to us about their album titled Ukuba Nkuku. Welcome, guys. Thank you for coming. All right, so how did you all get together? Tell us about how you guys got together.
We are all from Singa at KZN, KwaZulu Natal. Then you are based in Joskok Men's Hostel. So while you are still staying in Joskok, then you are trying to sit all together and try to perform, to arrange to do our music and compose. Then we just starting from there.
All right, let's talk about the certificate. Where did you guys get this? What is this all about?
This certificate, last month on the 1st of July, I see you writing, was at Poland. And then while I was performing in Poland for 365 people, and then the government of Poland just gave us this certificate. On the 1st of September, we are going to Brazil for 2 months.
All right, so who have you guys maybe worked with on your albums? Are there other artists that you've worked with, collaborated with?
Yeah, there's people are not here. Those one, they are playing the band at the back, like Notin Tuli, Robert Pengu, and Philemon Sutesi.
All right, but do you think, as a Maskandi musician, do you think that people in the country still listen to Maskandi?
Thank you so much. They're listening so much. Yes.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. That was a wonderful performance. Thank you for coming to Afroshowbiz News.
Thank you.
Now, you are still watching Afroshowbiz News. If you have missed any of our shows, be sure to catch them on our YouTube channel by simply searching for Afroshowbiz News. Time now for another ad break. Stay tuned for more.
Welcome to Network, a technology news program that also discusses what's trending in social media in and around Africa. MTN has launched its new movie and television streaming service, Front Row. If it's trending, we will find it. That's Network with me, Spumelele Zondi, every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. only on the SABC News Channel.
Welcome back. Hashtag Toi Toi is one of the great acts that form part of the Evolution X program created by the University of Johannesburg. This production piloted at the National Arts Festival and is now taking place in Johannesburg to spread the message of our personal struggles. Let's have a look.
The Arts and Culture Department from the University of Johannesburg have taken productions to stage varying from classics to contemporary works. The Performing Artists Program for 2015 is paying homage to the foundations that gave birth to the University of Johannesburg a decade ago.
Evolution X is a season that is produced and curated by UJ Arts and Culture. So last year with 20 years of democracy, this year is 10 years of UJ, which means it's a very young university, but it speaks from our legacy institutions, that is Wits Tech, that's Vista University, and Rao, all coming together for 10 years of UJ. So it's a celebration, it's a looking back, it's looking forward, it's evolving into ideas and critiquing what is transformation, where are we going, what is the future, what does everybody expect from the arts, from the young generation, from the city.
This student dance work was commissioned to devise with the student finalists from the UJ 2014 Can You Dance competition. The choreographer, Kieran Gina, selected the dancers through how they expressed their personal struggles.
I ran through an audition process where I asked people to bring in their personal toi-toi. But that's not social toi-toying. That's not like how I'm dealing with race or politics around me. It's what is my pet peeve, like what am I dealing with? And a lot of them came with like really honest answers, but also radical ideas and the way they express themselves. And through that process, I realized that they were feeding into the structure so much, and then I selected them naturally because they gave so much of themselves.
The piece that I made for the audition, was about something very close to my heart and amongst a lot of women and children, especially also with our sexualities involved. As a gay person, I believe that we experience a lot of crime, hate crime. The personal toi-toi of rape as a homosexual really sat close to my heart, and that's why I think Kieran saw something in me.
Evolution X had the opportunity to present these acts at the National Arts Festival in Grahamstown earlier this year. This production is looking forward to spreading the message of every individual's personal toi-toi through this performance.
I want you as an audience not to be passive. You don't come to the theatre to sit down and just expect dance. I want you to question. I want people to ask questions when they leave the theatre. I want them to ask personal questions around how they identify with their prejudices and then how they're confronting each other on a daily basis. Because if I can start a conversation just with one person leaving the space or the theatre and they are talking about sexuality, racial politics, or the current state of our rainbow nation, and if it is a rainbow nation, that is a big question. And like how we position our icons and if our political leaders are successful. So audiences are left with a full plate to think about and to simmer on. And that for me is important because when I leave the theatre, I want to hear people asking, what was that about? What was this about? And if that has been sparked, then my job has been done.
Evolution X will be running these performances throughout the year in celebration of 10 years of arts and culture excellence at UJ with these signature productions. Selepa Mefadi for Afroshowbiz News, Johannesburg.
This week, our style and fashion radar has shifted our focus to someone we are all familiar with. She is, in fact, one of our very own. Today, we take a look at where her journey all began, from humble beginnings to a much refined talent she is today.
To think that it was 23 months ago when Mosam Kalipi joined the Afroshowbiz News team.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Afroshowbiz News. My name is Musam Khalipi, here to keep you in the know on all things art and entertainment from around the African continent.
Over the past few months, she has graced our screen with that brief, if you blink, you'll miss it smile that we've all come to love. But it wasn't always smooth sailing for this poised beauty. As style and fashion is part of what we report on here on Afroshowbiz, we thought we'd take you through Musam Khalipi's style, how it has evolved over the time she's been with us. Remember those bright color tops and that all black everything outfit? It's safe to say that when Musa indulges in bright hues, she goes all the way. We got this hairstyle to prove it. The sun-kissed brown locks are her signature style. Then there was the long black hairdo to get her through those cold winter days in studio. One can also say the long locks were quite different from that girl that we met in October 6th, 2013. We thought we'd show you this moment that made us giggle off screen. Yep, those inevitable on-screen boo-boos.
Dance trio from Ghana, D3, have decided to go their separate ways in order to pursue solo careers. The dance trio had been performing for a number of years before going and before parting.
And then there were those awkward moments.
Hello and welcome to Afroshowbiz News.
Hi, thank you.
Hello and welcome to Afroshowbiz News.
Hello, hello.
But then again, how can we forget those fun moments?
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. So
many.
All right, I'm afraid I'm going to have to wrap it up, but you guys will be performing for us, right?
Yes.
I am Musam Khalipi. Stay with
From all of us here on Afroshowbiz, we wish you all the best on your next venture. Thank you for sharing your talents with us and our viewers. So in true Musam Khalipi style, we say
thank you and goodbye. Now, guys, thank you so much for that beautiful insert. This is my last day on Afroshowbiz News, and over the past 2 years, I've learned so much from both the producers and the studio guys. I will miss you guys very, very much. But I do leave you in the capable hands of Refilwe, who will be now taking over as the new presenter of Afroshowbiz News. I'll let her introduce herself.
Thank you very much, Musa, and you've done an absolutely amazing job on the show. It's been absolutely great. I'm sure the viewers have enjoyed to see you grow as well. And yeah, I'll take over the reins and want to take Afroshowbiz to the next level. So, they say a change is as good as a holiday. I'm sure you'll have an awesome time at your new venture. You won't be too far away from us, but it's been awesome and we wish you all the best.
And I'm sure you're going to do an absolutely fantastic job.
Thank you. I will.
All right, and now for the last time, you have now come to the end of the show, but be sure to catch the repeats every Sunday at 2 a.m. and again at 1:30 p.m. From me, it's thank you and Dintanda Nonke.